guys, we got a mochi alert. We got a mochi alert right here. He's in the back of my whole computer setup. You probably see his tail right here. He's about to knock over my camera. Baby, come on, get down, buddy. He's trying to find a way down. Sorry, guys, technical difficulties. Hopefully not. Mochi, get down. I said get down, son. Thank you. There you go. Guys, he's about 20 pounds. He's big. He's a big boy. Yeah. Oh, God, he's right. We have a window right here, and he was right in the window trying to jump on my computer setup. You know how cats do, guys. Anyways, we are here. Welcome to another live stream. Did you guys have a good long weekend? Labor Day weekend, guys. It feels a little weird to me. These short weeks always feel the longest. I don't know why. Though today was a little short. I'm ready, guys. Happy September. I am ready for fall. I got my Pumpkin King hat and my Slay All Day shirt. I'm ready. I'm ready for Halloween, damn it. I'm ready for Halloween, and I don't care if anyone tells me otherwise. I'm here for it. I'm ready. All right. Welcome to the chat, guys. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Let's see. What did I do for my productive weekend? So it was hot. It was very, very hot. So we had planned to go out, but then it was too damn hot, the place that we were going to go. So we decided to just stick it locally, I should say. Stick around locally. And that was fine. And I was able to get, a lot done. And so was Laura. And she went to IKEA and, she went to go hang out with their friends and stuff like that. But I got a lot of stuff done, guys. I got some more Twilight Zone episodes, which they just tried to block me on YouTube, that last video upload. And I had to trim some shit out, and then they demonetized it. And it's like, YouTube is so fun, isn't it? It really, this is why I understand how like 70% of content creators quit after a year. It's something like that. It's like, I believe it's like around 70% of content creators quit within their first year. And I totally get that now. Because of all the shit that we have to put up with and deal with. It's ridiculous. It really is. We'll do no music. We'll do no music. How about that? There we go. I kind of watched my stream back the other day and I was like, I don't really like the music while I'm talking. Oh yeah, but I did drop a couple of movies, so let's promote those, or reactions. So let's promote those. Okay. So if you guys are following my YouTube channel, thank you. I appreciate that. If you guys are a brand new member, I do appreciate that as well. So let's get over here. So if you guys jump over here in the membership tab, I dropped an exclusive video for y'all. I dropped an exclusive video. That's funny how I showed that 3 times. I dropped an exclusive video for y'all over the weekend. I put myself through hell ranking Quentin Tarantino's movies from worst to best. I did it for y'all once again, guys. Quentin Tarantino is my favorite director of all time. I never even thought about ranking his movies or where I would put them. You know what I mean? But I did it for you guys once again. So if you guys want to become a member, you guys get releases early. You guys get exclusive content. When we start building up the members, we will start doing exclusive streams on there where we can do just whatever we want, requests and live rankings and stuff like that. And I was kind of thinking about what we can do, but let me know if you guys have any special ideas that we could do for the members. So that being said, I did drop a couple of hours ago, I did drop Cannonball Run. Okay. So Cannonball Run is up there. And of course, a couple of days ago, I did drop my latest reactions for Twilight Zone. So please check that out if you guys haven't already. I did an awesome reaction yesterday as well, guys. I'm just going to tell you guys, it was a musical. It is a musical. All right. I think you guys are going to dig it. I hope you guys dig it. You know what I mean? That's all I can do is hope you guys dig it. But it was very, very fun. I'm not going to let you guys know any more information other than that because I want you guys to be surprised. So that'll be coming very, very soon as well. All right. So hopefully everyone's doing well once again in the chat. Hopefully everyone had a great weekend. Long weekend once again. JT in the building. What's up, JT? Sabaton are performing live tonight in my home city of Adelaide, 4 hours away from where I am working, but I don't finish my 9-day work swing until tomorrow afternoon. God dang. Well, that sucks, buddy. Amanda, what's up, my friend? We got Taurine in the building. What's up, Taurine? Amanda saying, if you guys haven't watched The Unknown Number, that's what it was called. So, Spooky with Meg was letting us know about that one, but I forgot the name. I'm telling you, it's insane. My jaw's on the floor. Yeah. And also, Wednesday does come back tomorrow, and Lady Gaga is introduced. I'm excited for that. Laura's excited for that. Have you seen the Marvel Zombies trailer? Torin is asking. I have not. I have not caught it. I'm not the biggest, animated or supporter of Marvel shows, if I'm being completely honest. But I hope they get better, but I'm not holding my breath. Pedro in the building saying, thanks for reacting to Cannonball Run. Such a great amazing film. Oh yeah, that was actually from a while ago. I just decided to edit it and check it out. So that's why I did it. So speaking of movies, check it out. I think you might be intrigued with it. I'm hearing some bad things about it, actually. I heard that the animation style is really bad. That's not from me. That's just from people that I've seen post on Twitter about it. So let's get into something, guys, movie related. The top best movies of 2025 so far. Now, as you guys have been told from me, I'm going to stop going to the movie theaters. I just don't care for them anymore. But let's go over this list, guys, and let me know what you guys think. Should these be on the top list of 2025 so far? Once again, we got a lot of movies coming up, but, so far, these are the good ones, the great ones, the epic ones that we've gotten so far. And by the way, this has been a shitty year for movies, guys, in general, as far as the movie industry. I know how much people really fight me on this shit. They really fight me. I'm talking numbers. I'm a numbers guy, okay? I don't care how much fandom you got. I'm a numbers guy. Every single movie, unless you were Lilo and Stitch, unless you were Minecraft movie, unless you were Weapons, you underperformed, okay? I'm sorry. I'm calling it what it is. So let's get into the top 10 in no specific order, I don't think. But first, let's get into honorable mentions. The Naked Gun. That was a really good one. That was actually blew me away. Laura and I saw that one. We laughed our asses off. Predator, Killer of Killers. I did not watch that one. I believe, is that a Hulu or Amazon Prime thing? And More on Site. Don't know what that is. Let me know if you guys know what that is. All right, so let's get into the cream of the cream, cream of the cream, cream of the crop. I'm fucking up over here. Creme de la creme. Starting off with Sinners. Sinners made some really good money. It was a dope movie for it made money for a horror movie. And it's hard to do that as a rated R horror movie. I mean, you do PG-13 Megan type movies, Conjuring type movies, you make money all day, right? But for rated R, Sinners made some really, really good money. I enjoyed it. I liked it. Now, Superman just crossed the 600 million mark, I believe. So it did break even. It did break even. Now, once again, let's get back to the numbers. Let's get back to I feel like I'm Trump when I go like this with my hands. Let's get back to the numbers, guys. Just because actually, I got a question for you guys. Class, children. Now, if a studio breaks even on a film, are they making money? Are they in the green? Are they profitable? Class, anybody? Bueller. Yeah, you're wrong. Sorry, little David, you are wrong. Just because a movie breaks even doesn't mean it's profitable. No, it just made back what it put in. Its budget and its marketing. That's it. That's not profitable. You guys get me, right? It is not profitable. So Superman just broke even. That's it. It just broke even. All right, guys? Stop celebrating this shit. Please. I want these movies to win. I want you to like these movies. But please understand, if a movie does not do financially well, it will not pump out as many sequels or spin-offs or whatever as much as you want it to do. It will not go in the right direction. These studios don't care about your feelings at all whatsoever. They want these movies to make the most, and that's it. Now, Weapons, destroyed at the box office. I'm going to let you know why. I'm going to let you know exactly why. Okay? First of all, it's hard to do, once again, as a horror movie. Right? This movie went through production hell. It really did. I believe at one time, it had a whole different cast too. At one time, Pedro Pascal was supposed to be Josh Brolin's character. It didn't turn out that way, thank God. Julia Garner was supposed to be someone else. Thank God. It didn't go to them. Okay, so the budget on Weapons was $38 million. Okay? $38 million. I could not have predicted this. I could not have predicted this money that this movie made. $236 million worldwide. That is phenomenal. Phenomenal for a horror movie. And yes, this is a horror spooky movie that only came out less than a month ago. Less than a month ago. So Weapons is awesome. All right? Shouts out to the Weapons heads. All right. 28 years later, I did not watch it. You guys let me know. It's another horror movie. You guys let me know if that one was cool. I saw the first one. I really liked it. I still have to watch the sequel. I don't know if it financially made money. I don't think it did. Now that I'm thinking about it. Let's actually go back. Let's go back to the numbers. Let's see. 28 years later. $150. I can already tell you it didn't make fucking money. Let's see. So the budget on this was $60 million. Okay. So, I mean, they made a little bit and some change, right? This is the thing. For a $60 million budget, they probably tack on another, for a movie like this, probably tack on another 40 million. Tack on another 40 million. So let's just say you're at 100 million. So in that case, you want to make 250, 300 million. It made half that. It didn't make back its budget. All right. This is the budget right here. Not plus marketing, guys. I wonder if they even have the marketing budget. Sometimes they don't even reveal those numbers because they know how it affects the movie. Oh, y'all, what the fuck did I say? I said 40 million. I just predicted that. 30 million. I'm good. Don't fuck with me with the numbers, man. I will call you out. I will pull those damn receipts. All right? 30 million. So a $90 million movie, and it made 150 million. It flopped. All right? That's just what it is. It flopped. Now, Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. This one I knew was going to flop from day one because of the budget was so damn high. It was like 400 million because they shot it back to back, I believe, with the last Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning or whatever. It was a two-parter. It was like a $400 million movie. There's no way this is not making $1 billion, and it didn't make that. It made like 500 to 600 million or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. He effed up. He should have saw Tom Cruise, I'm talking about, effed up. He should have saw the writing on the wall and said, you know what? We got to make this movie for a lower budget. We just have to. I understand you're flying to every single location on the planet and we're flying through planes. I got to say this, though. As a Mission Impossible fan, Final Reckoning has one of the best final scenes where he's flying on the plane and attacking the bad guy in the whole franchise. Not the best, one of the best final showdowns, all right? Watch it. If you're a Mission Impossible fan, watch it. He goes out with a bang. I'll just say that. But is it the best Mission Impossible? No, it's absolutely not. I can say that as a Mission Impossible fan. Black Bag. I don't even know if I heard of that one. Did anyone hear that? Yeah, it came out the same weekend as Lilo. Yeah, Lilo and Stitch destroyed at the box office, and good for them. Good for them, because I don't even think their budget was that high either. I think it was like 120 million. I got to look that up, but it was, for a Disney live action, was pretty low. Yeah, Black Bag, I wasn't too familiar with that. So you notice a trend. I mean, most of these movies on here make some decent amount of money, besides like 28 Years Later and Mission Impossible. Black Bag, I'm not sure about. Thunderbolts, once again, I think barely broke even. No, I don't even think it broke even, actually. Thunderbolts, Captain America, Brave New World, and Fantastic Four did not break even. They did not break even. Thunderbolts was an okay movie. It just didn't do it for me. I mean, I liked it in the sense that it was a little different and it broke the mold from Marvel. But other than that, The Life of Chuck, I heard, was very good. Ben Mendelsohn, right? Primitive, what's up, my friend? Saying F1 is my favorite so far. Yeah, F1 is on there. It's next. But The Life of Chuck, though, I heard that was very good. I passed up on watching it as a secret movie. It was like one of those like very whimsical, Steven Spielberg-y type of films that I wasn't really interested in. And everybody said it was the best. It was one of the best pictures of the year. Maybe I'll watch it when it comes on streamer. Now, F1. F motherfucking 1 is the best movie on this list. F1 is the best overall movie. And look at that list. Look at that list right there. You got bangers in there, guys. You got Sinners. You got Weapons. You got Weapons. But F1, I'm sorry, had the best feeling, the best experience. You gotta watch it in IMAX. I know it's out of theaters now, but if you had to have caught it in IMAX, guys, to feel that thud. I'm not even a Formula One guy. I don't watch any Grand Prix or any of that shit. I don't care about NASCAR. I don't care about cars going around on a racetrack. That I don't care about. This movie made me interested in that. The chemistry between Brad Pitt and the other guy. I'm going to say the other guy because I don't know his name. So I love the chemistry between them. New generation, old generation. They had to work together. They made it very realistic in the sense that they're not winning every race. Spoiler, they're losing a lot of fucking races. That's the whole reason why they bring Brad Pitt into the mix, is because they're dead last. Damson Idris, thank you so much. They're dead last. So the whole thing is to go from last to first. And they're throwing up a Hail Mary. That Hail Mary is Brad Pitt. Okay? But once again, the story overall of them working together, the progression of all that, it was a damn near perfect movie. There was a couple of things I would have cut out, trimmed out the fat a bit. It was good. It took us to places that I will never go in my life. When am I going to Dubai? I'm not going to fucking Dubai, so I'm going to go watch it on the big screen. IMAX. Ah, beautiful. You know? Paris, London. The only place I saw in there that I've been is Vegas. That's what you want from a big movie. To take you to locations that you're probably never going to go see in your life. JT, thank you so much, brother, for that first donation. Appreciate that, my friend. Requests are on if you guys want me to check out anything, by the way. But F1 took me there, and I definitely recommend you guys check it out whenever you guys can. Now, K-pop Demon Hunter, I was asking Laura about this. So when I was, actively reaching out and trying to get these movies early, I reached out to Netflix, and out of like 20 emails I sent them, they sent me an early screener for K-pop Demon Hunter. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to watch it. This doesn't look up my alley. Lo and behold, like a month later, everybody's talking about this shit. It gets released in theaters and makes $20 million opening weekend for a streamer movie. A movie that you can go stream. It made $20 million opening weekend. $18 million, $19 million opening weekend. What the fuck? That is crazy. The K-pop fandom is still there. Laura and I were joking too, because I'm like, should I check this movie out for the channel or what? And she's like, yeah, you should do it. You should do it. I'm not going to do it. But anyways, that's the 10 best movies, guys, of 2025 so far. You guys let me know your thoughts. Just wanted to get some news out the gate before we get into it. So Halloween Kills pitch meeting, huh? That is funny. All right, so Halloween Kills. So I will say this. When Blumhouse announced that they were doing this trilogy, we got very excited. Or I got very excited at first. Laura, my significant other, you guys know, Laura's awesome. She does not watch horror movies whatsoever. I think maybe she's only seen the first Halloween. The OG, right? I forget at this point in 2018, I believe, what made her want to go with me to go watch this. But we went to go watch the Blumhouse version, and we both really liked it. We both really, really liked it. Now, when Halloween Kills came out, we were like, let's go! You know, get our tickets. We're ready, right? Ironically, I'm wearing the Michael Myers shirt, the Slay All Day, right? Slay all day, baby. Pick it up at Walmart if you guys can. Only $8. $8.88. Pick it up. I'm a cheap ass, though. And y'all are cheap too, I know it. I want y'all to save on a deal. Anyways, Halloween Kills. We went to go see it, and we hated it. We absolutely hated it. I don't know how they fucked up so bad. The best thing I could say about Halloween Kills is it has the kills. That's it. It had some wicked ass kills. Nonsensical. Evil dies tonight. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, Halloween Kills was terrible as far as like the script goes. And we won't even speak about Halloween Ends because I know a lot of people don't like that. I enjoyed it for what it was because I'm a huge Halloween 4 fan. You got to know what I'm talking about when I say that they kind of correlate a little bit. All right? I know it didn't go the route that a lot of people wanted it to go, but, you know, shit happens. I don't know what else to say. All right, so let's check out the pitch meeting for it. If you guys don't know about pitch meetings. Oh, and spoilers ahead. Spoilers ahead. I have to preface by saying that.
So, you have a Halloween sequel for me? Yes, sir, I do. So, you remember in the last movie how Laurie Strode shot 2 of Michael Myers' fingers off and stabbed him and left him for dead in a house fire? I do, yeah. So, at the beginning of this movie, Laurie's gonna see some firefighters on their way to the fire and be like, oh, dang it, no. She didn't account for the existence of firefighters when she planned a house fire? She didn't, no. So then Michael's gonna kill like 10 firefighters. A bunch of firefighters in great physical condition get taken out by an 8-fingered 60-year-old with smoke inhalation? That's what we're going with, because first of all, they each take turns attacking him, and second of all, Michael's now surprisingly good at martial arts. Oh, maybe it's one of those house fires you keep hearing about that are very, educational karate-wise. I might have just made that up. Maybe. So then at the hospital, Laurie has emergency surgery because Michael had stabbed her as well. Oh, that's right. And then you're gonna like this, she's gonna spend the rest of the movie in a hospital bed, barely having anything to do with anything.
One of my biggest gripes of this movie, guys. Sorry, I'm going to be talking. One of my biggest gripes of this movie is Jamie Lee Curtis takes the backseat. How the fuck do you introduce her 40 years later, goddammit? 40 years later. And you give her the backseat in the sequel? You got... Who the thought that was a good idea?
thing. Aren't we billing Jamie Lee Curtis as the star of this movie? Feels like she should do something. Well, actually, at a certain point, she is gonna get out of bed, but then she's gonna be like, ouch, my stitches, and she's gonna go back to bed. That works. So then we're gonna go to a local bar and meet some
Don't give me that, JT. JT, don't you give me that. And do not even compare Halloween 2, the 1980 version, with Halloween Kills whatsoever. Yeah, she's dragging herself throughout the hospital and whatnot, but she has a lot more to do than they give her in Halloween Kills.
characters that are having like a Halloween talent show. Now, this is still the same night as the last movie, isn't it? It's about an 18-hour night, I'd say. So this guy Tommy Doyle gets on stage, and he's actually the kid that Laurie was babysitting in the 1978 movie. So what's his talent? Ruining everybody's fun. Oh, it is. Yeah, he goes on stage and he's like, I'm not doing any talent thing. I just want to remind everyone that there were murders that happened 40 years ago. Oh yeah, that guy's a real buzzkill. He is. And then on the bar TV, they're gonna see that Michael Myers and this other guy escape from a psychiatric hospital. Oh, so they see his face? They do, yeah. We don't see it because it's blurred to us, but they do. Oh. So Tommy Doyle decides he's gonna get a mob together and go kill Michael. Oh, he is? Yeah.
By the way, the worst use of Tommy Doyle. They had an opportunity, man. They had such an opportunity to do something awesome with this character, and they didn't. I mean, it's not the original Tommy Doyle, obviously, but like, still, the character, nonetheless, was important to the first movie, right? He had a little bit of motivation. He went through the trauma. The worst script ever, and made the worst decisions ever in the movie.
Oh, he is? Yeah, he says Michael's been terrorizing this town for 40 years, so evil dies tonight. Hasn't Michael been locked up for 40 years after killing 3 people in the late 70s? Yeah, just terrorizing the town. So Tommy's like, evil dies tonight. Yeah, he already said that. Oh yeah, no, I know. About half the lines in here are people saying evil dies tonight. Oh, okay, gotcha. So Tommy goes around recruiting people for his mob, and he's like, we're gonna go murder a guy. Do you want to come with? And people are like, yeah, okay. Oh, being easily convinced to do murder is tight. It is. So all these people, they're gonna be like, evil dies tonight. Right. So Tommy gets pretty much the whole town together because he's like, there's strength in numbers. Smart. So now that they have the numbers, they all split up into little easy to kill groups. Smart. And at the hospital, Laurie's granddaughter Allison is like, I'm gonna go join a mob and find Michael and kill him because evil dies tonight. Okay. But her mom Karen is like, no, Allison, Michael's definitely on his way to the hospital to kill Laurie. So for you to be safe, you should stay in the hospital. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I'm just kind of filling time between kills. I'm hoping nobody pays attention to this stuff. Yeah, fingers crossed. So then for most of the movie, we're gonna kind of meet characters for a little bit, and then they're gonna die horrible deaths. Wait, so who's the protagonist in this thing? Pass. That's fine. And so then eventually the mob finds out that one of the escaped patients is in the hospital, so they're like, oh my, that's gotta be Michael. We gotta kill him. Is it Michael? No, it's not. It's this short little balding guy running around screaming, help me!
Guys, this is the worst case of misidentifying someone that you ever could. I hope they show this guy. And you guys tell me, even if you haven't seen the movie, does this guy look like it would be Michael Myers?
Please help me. So they realize that's not the 7-foot-tall man whose face they just saw on TV? No, they're still pretty convinced it's him. Oh. So the mob chases this guy down and he gets so scared he jumps off the hospital and dies. Oh my God. And so meanwhile, the real Michael Myers goes back to his childhood home and there's this couple living there, Big John and Little John.
By the way, Big John and Little John are the funniest part of that movie, for sure.
So one of them sees a bloody handprint on the wall next to their open back door. So they're like, oh my God, somebody's in the house. So they call the cops. Well, no, they close the door and split up and start checking rooms separately. Also a decent strategy. Yeah, you'd think that would work, but it doesn't, and they both die. Oh. And then this guy Lonnie and his son and also Allison, they figure out that this is where Michael went, so they head over there. They don't alert the rest of the mob or the police. Nope, they head over alone. Nothing wrong with that. So then they get there and Lonnie's like,
I'm just remembering now how everybody dies. Like this whole group that they just showed in the car. If you guys want some cool modern like Terrifier style kills, watch Halloween Kills. It will satisfy you in the gore department. The script department, nonsensical. It is totally nonsensical. The structure is batshit crazy. Yeah. No. The Halloween 2018 one is probably the better one of all three, for sure.
You two need to stay safe, so I'm gonna go in alone. Smart as well, sure. So he goes into the house and immediately screams, so his son and Allison, they go in as well. Oh, immediately disregarding the strategy. That's the idea. So then Michael kills the guy. Well, there was no way to see that coming. Agreed. And then he's about to kill Allison, but Karen pops out and stabs him in the back with a pitchfork and stomps on his head while he's down. Oh my god. Yeah, it's badass. So does she stab him another couple times, make sure he's dead? No. She walks out onto the street and she's like, hey Michael, if you want to kill someone tonight, kill me. But she has him stabbed and on the floor. Yeah, so she uses that opportunity to lure him outside. Well, okay then. So then he gets up and follows her outside and the whole mob is waiting for him. Oh. And the mob is like,
by the way, this mob scene is so fucking stupid. It's funny, but it is so dumb. God, it is so dumb. Now that he's telling it over again, this is God. How do you let Michael overpower a mob? He'll get into it, but what ultimately happens is Michael ends up getting away and kills the mob.
evil dies tonight. That does sound like them. And they're all geared up with weapons. What kind of weapons are we talking? We're talking hockey stick, baseball bat, couple knives, brass knuckles. No, don't people have guns? Well, a couple, but not really, you know. This is small town America. They don't really have guns. Anyway, so now it's Michael versus a big mob of people. Oh man, it's gonna be impossible for him to beat those numbers. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, see, they shoot and stab him in a couple of non-lethal areas, and then they're like, hey, we did it, gang. He's dead for sure. Nobody goes for a headshot? They don't, no. So then Michael gets up. How, though? I mean, even with crappy weapons, they should have...
That's what I would do. I would go after the person, or I would have the gun myself. If someone's not going to do a headshot, I'm going to go over and say, look, can I use that gun real quick? And then I'm going to go up to him, and I'm going to say, evil dies tonight. And I'm going to headshot his ass. Toreen, thank you so much. I'm going to headshot his ass, and I'm going to be the guy that slayed Michael Myers. Yeah! How epic would that be? You put that on my fucking tombstone. That'd be awesome.
Have enough people to take him down. Well, see, they do like the firefighters, and they attack one at a time, and those who do have guns try to fire them within grabbing range. Oh, these people are terrible at staying alive. They are. So then Karen goes inside Michael's house and looks out the window, and then he pops out and kills her. Aren't there any police around? Oh yeah, there's a ton of cops, but Michael sneaks around them off screen, which means I don't need to explain how that happened. Oh, is that how writing works? It is. Neat. And then we're also gonna say that with every kill, Michael gets more powerful. So he's like supernatural? Maybe, I don't know. Okay. Oh, and also we're gonna say that Michael never actually cared about Laurie Strode. He just...
I forgot about that part. I forgot about that Michael does get more powerful after every kill. Is that explained in Halloween Kills? I thought that was in Halloween Ends. I could be wrong.
wanted to go home. Oh. All right. So then in the next movie, Halloween Ends, we're going to have the big showdown between Laurie and Michael. And you just said he doesn't really give a crap about her at all? That's right. So that's the stage you've set for yourself. Exactly. We're going to keep it focused on that epic showdown in which one of the parties doesn't really care. Sure, you got to keep it focused. Yeah, but then also just kind of throw a bunch of other gimmicks in there too, I think. Well, sure.
Halloween Ends time jumps from 2018 to present day and addresses pandemic. Oh, I fucking forgot about that too. God dang. Wow. Thank you for taking me down memory lane. Scary memory lane. The shape of evil. All right, guys. Yeah, years had passed. All right, let's just get directly into the next one. Thank you so much, by the way, for that, JT. And then also thank you so... Oh, let me read the chat really quick. Let me see what's going on with the Halloween heads. Evil dies tonight. Every line of dialogue is like a line from a trailer. We're actually in the building saying, but the Halloween with the some of the OG cast members, the woman who has a kid, or who was a kid in the previous film, was good. I liked it. Yeah, that was oh god, she was in one of those Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or something like that. I forget her name. I liked what Michael used to the car door to kill that girl. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That Halloween Kills has the wackiest kills for sure, and they're very satisfying. Like as far as like you see a lot, they're very gory. You know. Let's see. At least she was in front of this front and center in Halloween H2O. Yeah, I gotta rewatch Halloween H2O. Just because I don't know, I saw it one time and then they used to always show it on TV and I hated it. It was just like, it felt like such a ripoff of Scream and The Faculty and Urban Legend and all these movies that came out around that time. It felt like such a ripoff of that. Like it felt very Dawson's Creek, if you guys know what I'm talking about. The script felt like very like much like that. Like they were catering to the teenagers. I think Laurie's character wasn't in 4 of the Michael Myers films. Let's see. Halloween 4. I mean, unless you're counting 3. Halloween 4, Halloween 5, Halloween 6. Yeah, and Resurrection, right? That's what I'm guessing. And she said, "All right, fuck it. I'm coming back for H2O and then Resurrection. I think so H2O was first, right? And then Resurrection, I think. Let's see. Like the cops would be able to stop Michael Myers even if they were called. I mean, they could just blast the shit out. Dude, did you? Okay. The thing with Halloween, was it Halloween Ends or Halloween Kills? The introduction is, I wish I could show this, but the introduction is the police capturing Michael Myers. They got him, they lock him up. So yes, the cops did get Michael Myers. They arrested him. I know you guys don't believe that unless you've seen the movie. Which movie was it though? Does anybody remember? It was either Halloween the intro of Halloween Kills or Halloween Ends. Here it is. I got it right here on Reddit. This is it. This is literally it. Michael gets fucking arrested, y'all. So don't tell me about that, like, cops can't stop him. They stopped him already. They got his ass already. I forget which one this was from. This is part of the 3, though. This was so stupid. I think this might be Halloween Kills. Because they had the Dr. Loomis look-alike. Remember that? Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's the intro of Kills. It was a flash. Yeah, it's supposed to be a flashback. You're right. She was in Resurrection, though. That's when Michael kills her, right? That was the best part of Resurrection, by the way. Doesn't she kiss him? I'm going down this whole Halloween rabbit hole now. I believe she like kisses his mask. Watch, I'm gonna show you guys. You guys probably already know, but look at this. This ain't no joke, guys. This is real. This really happened. This really happened. Someone thought this was a good fucking idea to put in a Halloween movie? So to set the stage, Michael basically tracks her down. She's in a mental institution. And she's about to fall off of a roof or something like that. And then something happens. I think he's about to fall off a roof. And she grabs his hand like she still feels sorry for him or something like that because that's her brother. By the way, is that still canon? I know like Blumhouse retconned that whole thing, but I think it was still canon. He grabs her and like stabs her in the stomach. I remember he stabs her in the stomach and then she kisses him. And then she falls to her death. And I was like, what? Yeah, guys. It's real. Go watch it. I'm not going to show it here because I can't, unfortunately. All right, guys, let's get into it. Oh, we got Q reviews. This one was so bad, bro. But am I right? Is that kind of how it's set up? She does kiss him and tells him, "I'll see you in hell." That is such like a Nightmare on Elm Street line right there. "I'll see you in hell, Freddy." Busta Rhymes, Tyra Banks, yeah. Trick or treat, motherfucker. Who can forget Kung Fu Busta Rhymes? Come on now. God, that was the worst. The worst cast, too. Even the side cast, like all the people around. Jesus. Remember, there's like a whole scene where this kid's like watching it on a live stream and he's like trying to like text the girl, "Look behind you." And he's like looking through webcams. What? What is this, man? Like, this is ridiculous. It was ridiculous, man. All right, guys. Let's get into the next request because I'm getting off track talking about this damn franchise. You guys know I could talk about this franchise forever, and maybe I will. Maybe coming up for Halloween we will. Okay, so we got Janet Jackson. I'm gonna play as much as I can. Taurine, you know these videos block my channel, girl. But you or guy, are you a girl or a guy? I forgot. You know you block my channel with these videos, but we're gonna try it out. It blocked my last one. I know you love the video. I know you love the live videos, and I love them too. Trust me, I love them. We're gonna get through it.
Edit. Edit.
There it is. There it is, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, #1 hitmakers.
And we made it without a block. Okay. Very, very good. I thought they were going to block that video, but they didn't. All right, guys. So we need to talk about something. So there's a story that came out a couple days ago. I didn't get a chance to talk about it on... When did I do a stream? On Saturday, I think. Yeah. I didn't talk about this one. So I want to know you guys' opinion on this. This is next level insanity. Now, I know you guys have seen stuff like this before. At baseball games, you know, when the ball gets hit or you know, someone catches it and then it gets stolen away from them. We got a situation like this, guys, but to a crazier degree. So let me set up the story. I'm going to show you guys the footage, and I'm going to show you guys this guy's reply. This guy that's being accused of something pretty wild. So a man who snatched a hat from a young tennis fan at the U.S. Open unmasked as millionaire Polish CEO. Piotr, I'm not going to say his last name, the CEO of Polish paving company Droberk, has been named as the man who snatched a hat being handed by tennis star Camille to a young boy. The millionaire sponsors the... Okay. So you got a millionaire snatching the hat from a young kid. Now let's watch this in its entirety, guys. I'm going to let you guys be the judge. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. There's a little boy on the right. This is the first time I'm watching this video, by the way. Okay. Yes. So what a douchebag. But I'm noticing things that are other people noticing too. Okay. So this man is not looking at the little boy. There's other people on the right side, right? So he goes to sign a ball on the right. This little boy is not saying anything verbally to him. He takes off his hat, does not hand it to the little boy. He just hands it. He just goes like this. He's not even looking at the little boy when he hands it to him. Look at this. He actually looks away. I don't know if this hat was being given to this little boy. The guy snatches it away quick. This is a millionaire, by the way. The millionaire adds an added layer of douchebag. That's why people hate this right now. I'm going to be real. Poor ass people like us hate fucking rich people. That's just what it is. We all want to strive to grind and become millionaires, but as soon as we become that millionaire, now we're the target. It's a very contradictory thing and world that we live in, guys. Because we don't hang out amongst other we hang out with other poor people. That's just what it is, right? Now, if your best friend was a fucking millionaire, you would hold and harbor resentment towards him. Why? Just because. Because you're not in that position, they're not giving you a couple million or whatever. I saw this whole video recently on Jubilee where it was like anti-capitalist versus capitalist. And the guy was a millionaire and the other people weren't. And one of their main gripes was that you have money and I don't. That's not a reason to hate somebody. They grind and they made fucking money. You can't be mad at that. You cannot be mad at that because everybody wants that in life, ultimately. Unless you're living in La La Land and you're just sleeping all day and, sit on your ass and expect someone to give you $1 million. I don't know what else you think. But going back to this, I'm trying to really analyze this video. I know this guy snatches the hat from the kid, or not even from the kid, from the guy, really quick. So he signs the ball. I don't think he was giving the... I don't think the guy was handing the hat to the kid. Am I tripping? Am I not seeing this right? This guy's not even looking at the kid. And he wasn't even talking to the kid. That's the optics that we have, unfortunately. This kid is talking to him, but he's not looking at the kid. The only time he acknowledges the kid is when he gives him back his pen. Did he ultimately take the pen beforehand? Like, I'm going to borrow it? Okay, so that's kind of where we're at. I don't know where I stand with this, guys, but I'm probably on the wrong side of history, what the kids say. Because, yeah, I don't know. But that's what I'm seeing. Now, this guy came out with a statement. All right? The millionaire came out with a statement saying the recent incidents at the tennis match has caused a disproportionate online uproar. It's all about the famous hat, of course. Yes, I took it. Yes, I did it quickly. But as I've always said, life is first come, first served, he claimed. Okay, so then you knew that you took it from a kid. That's what that tells me. Did it look that way? Really? Not 100%. It could have, but it also could not have. But this guy is solidifying that, well, if he did give it to that kid, I got it first. And that is a douchebag thing to say. Life is first come, first served? You gonna say that to a little fucking kid? I understand that some people might not like it, but please, let's not make a global scandal out of the hat. It's just a hat. If you were faster, you would have. You would have it. Regarding online hate, I remind you that insulting a public figure is subject to legal liability. This guy is smart. This guy is smart. All offensive comments, slander, and insinuations may be analyzed for the possibility of taking the matter to court. He is smart. And that's why he's rich. And that's why he's rich. Is it a douchebag thing to do and say? Yes. Is he in all of his right to do that? Yes. Are you going to do anything about it? No. You ain't going to do a damn thing about it, guys. I would like to know your thoughts, though, on this. I think his response is more douchey than what actually happened in the video. I'm just being honest. In my opinion. In my wholehearted opinion. I don't know if that guy was giving the hat to the kid. I think the guy was just holding the hat and went like this. You would think someone in their right mind would just look at somebody, take the hat off, and give it to the fan directly, right? Unless you're throwing it into the crowd, you don't know where it's going to go. But I'm guessing I know what you guys are going to say about all this, but let's just read it anyways. What in the hell? Nice shit is saying, oh yeah, that guy's a piece of shit. What a douchebag. Guess he's just used to taking what he wants. Once again, maybe that's how he became a millionaire. Amanda saying I still would have whacked the guy. I'm sorry. Braxton is saying, what the hell? He can buy the whole baseball field in that case. Dude, what the fuck? Unbelievable piece of shit. Thy Pinnacle is saying, it's their money. I don't like most wealthy based purely on statistical experience. Never met a nice one. Only the reverse several times. Okay, so you had some bad experiences. The ninja can buy the name baseball if he wanted to. I mean, I don't know how. I don't think he's a billionaire. I think he's a millionaire, not a billionaire. I don't think he was giving his cap away at all. Ooh, that's an interesting theory too. Let me see. Like I said, wouldn't you look at someone you're giving the hat to? He just held it up. That's the part that has me confused. And this is the first time I'm seeing this footage, guys. I just wanted to watch it with you guys live. So once again, can we slow motion? Okay, we can slow motion this on we're going to slow motion this, y'all. Slow. All right, let's sign the ball. We're signing the ball. By the way, he has the ball in his hand too. This guy's saying something to him. This kid was saying something. He holds it up. Okay. They both went for it. Okay. Now they both went for it. They both went for it. It looks like he's handing it to the kid in his direction. But he's not looking at the kid. That's what I'm saying. What are you... This guy is literally looking down. The only time he's looking is right here. He's signing someone else's ball next to the kid, which I believe it's this guy's friend. This kid's... Oh, no. I'm sorry. They don't show who's signing the ball. Look at this player's face when he holds the hat up. He's not looking at anybody. So here we go. We're done signing this ball. He's still looking to the right. Hat up. Still looking to the right. I mean, is it fair game at that point, guys? I don't know. I don't know. I think the factors at play that this is a little kid versus a millionaire, that's what has people, like, by default, you have to give it to the little kid. Yeah, I think people are going to get mad that I'm agreeing with the... I'm not agreeing with the millionaire. But I don't know who 100% was in the wrong with this. But once again, his response was douchey. I'm saying the response is 1,000% douchebag move. He is smart, but he's not made out of titanium. Someone or people just might get him. Anything can happen. You know what? And I believe in karma too much. I think something will come back to get this guy, unfortunately. You know, I'm not saying like someone's gonna fucking kill him. Like, I'm not saying that. Come on, this is not the world I think about, guys. But I think something, I don't know, maybe his stock might drop or something, or like someone might key his car, or not even that. Not even revenge like that. Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe he comes out of the store and he has a fresh $5,000 suit on, and a big ass seagull comes by and just shits right on his face and all over his, you know, the seagull had Taco Bell, diarrhea coming out of his ass, and it just flew, fall over. That's my ideal of karma. Okay. Some people want people dead and stuff. No, I don't wish death on people. I don't do that. I don't do that. I never have. I never will. So, yeah, I could be 1,000% wrong. Maybe he was holding it, to the kid. I don't know. Why wouldn't the guy ask for his hat back if he wasn't giving the hat away, though? Yeah, that's true. Insinuations and slander are subject to legal liability. However, insults are not. Donald coming in, man, with the lawyer talk. Lawyer tube. Nightshade is saying, first come, first serve. Yeah, he's just a shark who takes what he wants. He got rich with that mentality. Like I'm saying, something worked there, right? He really believes people care about receiving legal backlash or just something about him. Most people are on some I don't give a fuck energy. You know what? You may think that. I'm trying to think of a case. I know fucking Cardi B last year sued a YouTuber for defamation for running with a rumor, and she won like over $1 million out of the YouTuber. Now this YouTuber has to pay her off until she hits $1 million. And that was for defamation. That was for running with a rumor that she had no proof about. Now, I don't know if you can charge someone with, just slanderish or hatred words or whatever the guy was talking about. What did he say? Regarding online hate, I remind you that insulting a public figure is, I don't know if you can be legally liable for insulting a public figure. I don't think that's true. I could be wrong about that, though. You guys let me know. Yeah, she sued Tasha K. Is that the YouTuber I'm talking about? I remember she won that case, though. She just won a case today. Don't fuck with Cardi B, man. She just won a case today. I just saw that on Twitter. Do not fuck with these people that have money for lawyers. I'll just say that. I heard the guy who was signing the ball actually gave the boy the hat and a few gifts. That's what I heard. Okay, so maybe yeah. Space Cow in the building. What's up, my friend? Have you seen the Tina movie trailer? No, I haven't. Insults are not illegal. That Pinnacle. Yeah, that's what I don't know. Either way, that was an interesting one. But I do get his statement of being first come, first serve, because he's right on that. Still, he's a devious soul. So, yeah, remember that Tasha K and Cardi B case. That's why these T channels, man, they really have to be... Even myself, when I'm like saying some things, they're like, oh, I heard this or whatever. I have to be careful myself, because if I'm spreading it and it's a rumor, I have to say allegedly, or I have to announce that what I'm talking about is a rumor. It's not fact. Because defamation is a real fucking thing. He extended his hat directly on the ball the kid was holding. It briefly rested on the ball. Okay, there you go. Okay. I'm wrong. But yes, guys, I will be here answering your questions for the next 2 hours. I will be right back. I got to go grab something really quick. I'll be right back.
I'm typing away. I'm in the zone. Lost in the world. My mind has flown. But there's a call I can't ignore. A little voice.
Okay, just a quick break, guys. I had to grab some water. Okay, so let's see. Once again, guys, keep those requests coming in if you guys want me to check out anything. Let's see what we got on the docket. Okay, I thought this was interesting, and it's only interesting to me because, I'm kind of affected in this. So I'm going to read a little bit of it. Does he explain? Let me see. Let me find the exact. I don't want to read this whole damn article. Now, I think I've gotten a little comfortable with you guys as far as, just having this community and whatnot, to be open and just kind of forthright and just be honest and be very vulnerable as well. So I've told you guys that, I was diagnosed when I was a little kid having ADHD. And if you guys don't know about ADHD, it's attention deficit hyperactive disorder. So it's more prevalent in young boys, but it also can happen in girls as well. And when I was younger, my generation, it wasn't something that was easily diagnosed, as far as doctors weren't really giving out that diagnosis right away. They were just, oh, boys will be boys. They're rambunctious. And I know you guys come from that generation as well, too, right? If you guys are older than me, you guys are like, oh, well, I just thought I was, rambunctious and I was just wild and I couldn't think. Well, no, it's actually like a neurological disorder almost. I think it is actually classified as that. That's where I've had those moments, guys, where, sometimes I'll speak before my brain can even compute what I'm saying, because I have like a million thoughts racing through my head. And I've just learned to live with it. And I've learned to kind of combat it a little bit. But I never used to talk about it because I wanted to hide it. I always thought it was a problem. I looked at it as a net negative, pretty much. And I've kind of learned to kind of use it to my advantage somewhat, even though it does tire me out and it burns you out. it burns you out. Like thinking so much and being hyperactive, it burns you out. It really does, mentally and physically. So when I was diagnosed at a young age of like, Jesus, like 8 years old, 9 years old, something like that, they tried to put me on Ritalin, and I took it for a little bit, and it turned me into a zombie. So what I did was I pretended like I would take the pills, and I was actually hiding them under my pillow, underneath my bed. And then one day, I think it was I don't remember who it was, my mom and my dad. They were looking for something, and they pulled back the bed, and they found a pile of fucking pills. They found a pile of pills there, and I told them that I didn't like the way it made me feel, and that's why I didn't take them. So my parents both agreed that we're not going to have our kid on this. You know, he doesn't like it, and that's what it is. So what I'm getting at, guys, is now actors are coming out and talking about things that they have, and I think it's important because there is a community of people that feel like they're weird or that they can't relate or there's a problem, and it's not. At the end of the day, you have to realize that these are manageable things sometimes. And if you have to be medicated, you have to be medicated. I'm not, you know, I've just learned to live with it, like I said. But it just came out that Tom Holland reveals that he has ADHD and he's also dyslexic. This was the hard part for me because I'm like, how are you an actor and you're dyslexic? What are you doing with the scripts? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on, but he's learned to manage it. But he did come out, guys, and he just came out with a Lego commercial too. He said, "I think it really does help." Holland tells IGN. He asked when asked what the importance of play meant to him. "I have ADHD and I'm dyslexic, and I find sometimes when someone gives me a blank canvas that I can slightly see, I can't even read right now, guys. Be slightly intimidating. And sometimes you are met with those challenges. And when developing a character, so any way that you can as a young person or as an adult, interact with someone that forces you to become creative and forces you to think outside the box and make changes that might be instruction manual or might not be in an instruction manual, just promotes healthy creativity. And I think that the more we do that sort of stuff, the better." Okay. I mean, talking about it is kind of step one, to be honest, because you are normal. You know, I think we got to stop thinking of this shit being abnormal, you know? Or this whole thing about, you know, my son got the jab and now he's autistic. My son got the jab and now he's dyslexic. Bro, these are the type of people that don't even fucking spend time with their kids. They spend time on all of these tinfoil hat websites, you know, listening to these podcasts about aliens and shit like that. I just seen an alien the other day. He didn't take me because he said my IQ was a little bit too high. He wanted the dumb people. I said, the dumb people are over there. They took the injection and I'm going to live forever. By the way, my blood pressure is high and I got type 2 diabetes and I got gout in my foot, but I'm going to be all fine. Jesus got me. I'm going to be all right. All right. So just know that these things are real. The only reason I'm acting like this is because people have come out. You don't have ADHD. You're just lazy, or you're just this, or you're just that. Shut the fuck up. Don't tell me what I am and what I'm not. You think I want this fucking diagnosed, motherfucker? I didn't. You think I knew what this was at age 8? Give me a break, dude. Come on. I'm not like self-diagnosing in 2025. Give me a break. I hate when people self-diagnose. If you think you have something, go seek medical evaluation. Those people went to school for that. Did you go to school for that? No. Then stop self-diagnosing. I hate that. I hate that. But there's all these people online that claim they know everything about everything. All right, let's get into your thoughts about what I was rambling on about. Let's see. Braxton, one of my teachers in high school told me she has ADD. Yeah. They work hand in hand too, because I remember back in the day, that's what they diagnosed me with, ADD. And then you have ADHD, which I really don't even know the differences, to be honest. Let's see. Braxton is saying Johnny Depp has dyslexia. Whoopi Goldberg has dyslexia. What? No way. Leonardo DiCaprio has OCD. Bella Thorne has something too. Chris Rock is autistic? I didn't know that. Lou Ratchet is autistic as well. Oh my gosh. Interesting. Chris Rock isn't autistic. He has a learning disability. Okay. Torian, thank you so much for that donation. I do appreciate that. Braxton is saying, I'll throw myself into this too. I stutter at times and have... I used to stutter a lot as a kid. I still stutter. I do still stutter. And I have... I'm trying to read what you said you have. Dyscalculia? Dyscalculia? Haven't been tested and diagnosed. It's the math dyslexia, basically. Get tested. I would say get tested. It's clarification for yourself. You know what I mean? Who knows? You might be able to get something that that could help you out, or you can learn how to manage it a little bit better. You know, or I don't know. Maybe you're managing it just fine. I don't know. Thy Pinnacle saying self-diagnosing is bad, but at the same time, costs for medical checks are nuts. Yeah, for sure. I get it. Nightshade is saying, with ADHD girls were undiagnosed. With boys, it was always they're acting out. What I was saying, you know, boys are rambunctious, they used to say. But with girls, they eventually figured out it manifests differently, like daydreaming and not paying attention. Yeah, if you guys don't know about ADHD, the way it feels, at least for me, the best way I can... It hurt me the most growing up through doing schooling. Probably the best thing that could have been, if I could go back, homeschooling would have probably been the best thing for me. But once again, I masked everything. You know, I just made it seem like I was very dumb and unintelligent. The way it feels, though, guys, is you're sitting in front, you're in the classroom, you're sitting at the table or at your desk or whatever, you open up a book. All right, class, open up the book, you know, and start at page 18 or whatever like that, right? You're looking at these words or problems and you're thinking once again of 1,000 things around you, of what's going on at home, of what your mom's doing, of what this person's doing, of what people think about you. Are they liking the outfit that I'm wearing? Or do I stink? Do I stink today? You're thinking of a bunch of nonsensical things and you can't focus on one thing. The Ritalin was supposed to make you drown out the noise and focus in on one thing. You know what I felt like? I used to feel like fucking, this is the stupidest comparison, but since I just saw it, Man of Steel. There's a scene when young Clark Kent is in class and he's like sitting there and they're like, Clark, and he's like seeing all of these like flashes of light and he's like seeing people's skeletal structure. I wasn't seeing that, but I could not focus on one thing. So that's the best way I could describe it. So because of that, my grades suffered. I had to go to all this extra curricular studies and whatnot. It was very bad. But once again, I masked it. I was ashamed. I felt like there was something fucking wrong with me. And I know that a lot of kids feel like that as well, you know, or a lot of people just in general feel like that as well. Yeah, Graham Greene died. I saw that. I think it was yesterday, no? Or maybe it was this morning. I thought I saw it. All right, guys, we're going to get into dyscalculia. Thank you for the pronunciation, but or spelling it out. Dyscalculia. 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 Okay. Wow. Never heard that, though. All right, Torian, let's get into this request. Most popular songs each month, 90s. Copyright shouldn't get you because the clips are like 5 seconds. Oh, I haven't seen this one, but I think I've seen these, clips. Like for another year, maybe, like the top songs of 2000 or something. Oh, this will be cool. This would be a nice flashback. Oh, this is kind of a long one, though. All right, we'll get into it, my friend. I think this is the right one. Let me know if this is the right one, okay? Ooh, I love that.
2 steps forward, take 2 steps back. We come together.
It's off on the channel.
Nothing compares. Nothing compares. I got the power. Come on, Lord. Let your body move to the music. It must have been love, but it's over now.
Yo, I told you. You
Can't touch this.
Why you standing there, man? You can't touch this.
I had a vision of love, and it was all that you've given. I'm going down in a blaze of glory.
Well, I used to like that one.
Whatever you want from me, I'm giving you everything. I'm your baby tonight.
I remember that one. The man.
One you gave away will be.
Riot hits, huh?
I've been thinking about you.
She says hello, you fool. I love you. Come on, join the joyride.
More than words to show you feel that's your love.
Take me to the magic of the moment.
Don't tell me it's not worth fighting for. I'm a mortal, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things.
My baby, it don't matter if you're black or white. Don't
God, just those first 2 years.
on me. I'm the one who wants to be with you. I remember the time we fell in love. I remember the time.
'Cause I know I don't belong.
Feel like dad'll make you. Oh, daddy Mac will make you.
I don't ever wanna feel
Like I did that day.
take me to the place I love.
My name, and I'll be there. Rhythm is a dancer, it's a social companion. People feel it.
Although we come to the end of
You run it, put your hands all over my body. You run it.
to my eyes, can't you see them open wide? Would I lie to you, baby?
And But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary
Informer, you know, say that I'm a stormy, I go blam. I like you bum bum down. Take the man that say that I'm a
That's the way love goes. That's the way love.
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
Damn, Mariah had a lot of chart toppers, huh? My jam right here.
Let's make it all fun, all for love.
Mariah.
Streets of Philadelphia. You know I love you, I always will. I swear.
By the moon and the stars in the sky.
Like you want me.
Me too. Hold you tight. All right. Oh yeah. Word 'em up. Word 'em up. Zombie. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from?
Always been in love with you.
This is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does.
You love a woman, you tell her that she's really wanted. I compare you to a
Kiss from a rose on the grave.
I am kidding you.
Living in a gangster's paradise. Come on, okay, now we're getting into my shit. Me from heaven.
You were my strength when I was weak. You were my voice.
Come on.
Do-do-do. Playing with his fingers.
One time.
Singing.
Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want.
What you really, really want. I wanna.
You want me like this.
I don't know any of the Celine Dion songs.
It was that long ago.
I like the way you work it, no diggity. I got to bag it up.
Bag it up.
I like the
The
way
way you're working.
Break my heart.
Say you love me again.
I believe I can touch.
What's it gonna be? 'Cause I
minute. Well, that was the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. My mom had that CD. What's it gonna be? Oh, we gotta go back. We gotta go back. They're not playing enough of the song. They are not playing enough of the song. I'm getting into it. This was a banger, though. Come on. Rock your body. See the fender. Bring it up again.
And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind.
Oh, I forgot about this one.
Never, ever, ever, ever felt so low. When you gonna take me out of this black hole?
Was this on Titanic? I think that was a Titanic song. I could be wrong. I pray for someone like you.
You're still the one I run to.
I know this one.
Here we go. Ale, ale, ale. Go, go, go. Ale, ale.
You need to give it up.
Had about enough. It's not hard to see.
The world to see me, 'cause I don't think that
Don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep.
This one was in Armageddon, right?
It's just a little crush. Not like I hate every time we girls, you know you better.
Guys, there will never be another Lauryn Hill. There will never be a female MC like Lauryn Hill. Let that sink in. The way music and hip hop and R&B has gone, there will never be another Lauryn Hill in our lifetime. Never. Let that marinate a little bit, and then let a tear come out, because we will never get another Lauryn Hill like this ever in our lifetime. The music industry is so sexually tainted, they could never accept another Lauryn Hill, ever. It doesn't sell for them. It doesn't sell.
Every time we girls, you know you better watch out. Some guys.
don't think fake, play us straight. You know it really doesn't get any way. Do you believe in
Life after life. It's killing me, and I must confess, with the guy that can't get no love from me.
Upside, inside out.
Living la vida loca.
Tell me why ain't nothing but Tell me why ain't nothing but
If you had my love and I gave you all my trust, would you comfort me? If you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price
To pay.
Let the rhythm take you over, bailamos.
A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Erica by my side. A little.
This was a banger.
Just like the ocean under the moon. It's the same as the emotion that I.
Oh, was that it? Wow, man. Fantastic, y'all. Fantastic. Timeless. That is timeless. But do you guys agree or not? There is never going to be another Lauryn Hill ever again. I'm sorry. It makes me sad. It really makes me sad because, and maybe some, you know, you have to be a hip hop listener. I know she was hip hop and R&B, but you have to be a hip hop listener to understand where hip hop music has gone. It has changed so much. It has changed so much in the last 10, 15 years. The industry, all they care about is money. And I know they cared about money back at, in the 80s, 90s and stuff like that. But they focused on the wrong things. You're never going to get another Wu-Tang. You're never going to get another Wu-Tang Clan. And I follow a lot of like Instagram pages where like classic music videos pop up and they say 26 years ago, Fat Joe released this record, or 20 years ago, this rapper releases, and I'm like, this music would not sell. This music would not get any play in 2025. Everything has changed. So what does that tell you? Do people change, or does the industry change? What changes? Because to us growing up, especially when it came to rap, you had to be lyrical, you had to have a presence, you had to stand out, right? I feel like there was a lot more street artists back then that weren't like a gimmick. I don't know. Like people walked the walk, you know what I mean? They didn't just talk the talk. You didn't just, have you didn't have industry plants back then. Most of these guys, I'm like 1,000% sure all these guys, unless you were like Mark Wahlberg or that guy that does the Informer, that guy, I don't think there was industry plants or like anybody that was faking the funk. They went to these projects and they pulled people out and they said, you can rap, you got a contract. That's what they were doing. They do not do that anymore. I swear they don't do that anymore. And the reason why I'm saying that is because those are life experiences. Those are lived experiences. I think people can just fabricate a whole background now. Or a lot of them are Nepo babies. There's so many Nepo babies. It's just like the movie industry. But for the rap game, there's so many Nepo babies. The son of this rapper and this, or the daughter of this rapper and this rapper. You don't have to have any talent, man. Also in an era where you don't have to sell any records, you do, but they're digitally now. You don't have to go out and physically buy a record. It makes me sad because I wasn't introduced to hip hop until like 1995 or 90, maybe a little sooner than that, 94. Right? So that was Eazy-E time, NWA. I was listening to a lot of West Coast, so like Ice Cube, Tupac, a lot of artists from the West Coast around that time, but also just 90s rap. Nas, and you could tell. I'm showing these records to like, the Gen Zers I work with, and they don't get it. Like they don't get it. They don't understand it, and I understand that. But as a whole, you see how everything changes. And that goes back to the whole female thing, is that I feel like we're backsliding. We're backsliding. And I'm going off on a tangent. And I know I always do this shit, guys. But, it used to be something revered, like being lyrical, being able to possess a skill that others can't do. Now I feel like everybody can be a rapper. Does that make sense? I'm on my old man high horse at this point, and I get it. And I know some people like, as long as it sounds good, whatever. Yeah. And there's also a certain type of mood too. Like when we would go out to get ready to go to the club or whatever, we'd throw on some Little John. It didn't have to be lyrical. It could just be music to pump you up or amp you up or whatever. It didn't need to be. I understand there's different moods, right? There's club bangers. There's street songs. There's songs that make you think, intelligent rap. There's all kinds of subgenres of that shit or moods that go into it. But I just feel like some of these artists are like made in a fucking laboratory, you know, and it's not about the music anymore. You know? It's a bit scary. And I'm kind of glad that I got out while I could. If you guys didn't know, I was like involved with music before I got into YouTube and stuff like that, and it's a crappy industry. I'll just tell you that. Q knows. Let's see. A lot of lyrics back then couldn't fly today. DMX would be crucified. Well, it doesn't matter anymore. DMX is dead, and plus he wouldn't give a fuck anyways. I was just listening to some DMX last night. Any day now, the AI singer will come a long way and dominate the charts. We already have AI artists, bro. We already have AI artists. I'm glad I was able to submit this request, take you down. Yes, I think we all went down memory lane with that. Thank you so much for that. Donald is saying the sad reality is that music is constantly changing. The current generation looks at our music like we looked at our parents' music. Yeah. And I never thought, I always told myself, I don't think I would fall in that category. Here I am, 40 years old, and I'm criticizing the generation after me's music. I did it. But then again, I listen to a lot of their shit and I kind of dig it too, though. So I'm kind of like, I'm kind of cherry picking their music, I guess. I say it's the industry as for the artists of now. They have more technology to enhance their singing and rap ability to get their music out to the public. Versus way back then. Yeah, it's a gift and a curse too. I mean, yeah, like you got auto tune. I mean, you have cheat codes basically, right? And then anybody could put up anything on YouTube or SoundCloud or whatever, right? So it's like, you know, I think 90s hip hop is the best period. Yeah, I always found myself going back to 90s hip hop or early 2000s. That's for me at least, you know. I like some of my parents' music. Oh, I love my parents' music. You know, I grew up on I was very fortunate enough to have parents of both like really eclectic like palettes. So my dad would listen to a lot of well, it's classic rock now, but rock music, and then Prince. He was a big Prince fan. My mom didn't like Prince, but she would listen to a lot of like Motown oldies and stuff like that. So I was introduced to those types of music growing up. So on Saturdays when we would, you know, have cleanup day, they were each playing their own, you know, music on the radio, on the stereo and whatnot, and that was cool. That was cool growing up. So I appreciated that music, and I still play it today because sometimes my coworkers, you know, I'm working with them or whatever, and they're older in their 60s, and they'll want me to throw on some old school funk or something like that, and I'll play it. You know, I'll play it, and I'll get into it. So, you know, I have an appreciation for everything. It's still a few nowadays that can still do it on a high level. Yeah, it's always, you know, there's always an exception for sure. There's always a handful of artists that stand out, right? It's the same with movies, in my opinion. 20th century movies aimed to be memorable before they aimed to be profitable. That's true. But now I'm thinking of like like this younger generation, are they going to see movies from this century in 20 years and say like, "Oh, that was our classic movie, you know, I remember growing up on the classic movie I Know What You Did Last Summer from 2025." Is that what they're going to say? You know, like cuz we saw that the other day and it sucked. It sucked. You know, but we're living in the era of reboots. What's that? Oh, you did? Oh, you texted me a question. Okay. Yeah, I think mine's hanging over. It's okay. I can respond to you. Okay. Um, yeah, I don't even know what I was talking about, but Pretty much, guys. I'm getting old. You're getting old. We're all getting old. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that. But it's going to be on my list for one of the worst movies of 2025. So, all right, guys. Let's see if there's any more stories that I wanted to touch on before I get going. Oh God, there is some clips, guys. There is some news clips. I'm following more and more news channels because they're coming out with some crazy, crazy stuff. Okay, so we got a new story here, guys. I'm just gonna play the clip instead of reading it. I'm gonna play the clip. I don't know where this comes out of, but I think it's is it It might be Las Vegas. Let's check it out.
We are outside the town of Searchlight, about an hour from the Las Vegas Valley, and surrounding me are about 100 piles of cremated remains. Federal officials.
Excuse me, baking powder? One more time, guys.
We are outside the town of Searchlight, about an hour from the Las Vegas Valley, and surrounding me are about 100 piles of cremated remains. Federal officials who oversee this land tell me that they are in fact human, but who they belong to remains a mystery. The only thing that we can find connecting them to a human being are zip ties and remnants of an urn.
Okay, my mind immediately went to Casino. If you guys have seen Martin Scorsese's Casino, they talk about burying the bodies in the Las Vegas deserts, y'all. I mean, you guys, if you guys have seen the movie, once again, there is hundreds and hundreds of miles of, probably hundreds. I don't want to say thousands, but hundreds of miles of desert. Uncharted desert, by the way, because there's like off-roads you can go into. No one will ever find the body out there. And now they found piles of cremains. Yeah, this is where it gets weird. Zip ties and urns.
More than 100 piles of cremated remains dot the Nevada desert, just a few miles from Searchlight, a town itself home to just a few hundred. You can see it best from the air. Each dot represents.
Why are they all in one area? That's what I want to know. Why are they all in one area? Is this like a special point? See, this is also what I went to. Maybe someone just took their loved one's remains and dumped them out there. But why all in the same spot? And is it just one person doing this? I'm really confused.
Representing a human being who someone left here. Mounds and mounds of remains abandoned right off a dirt road.
Look at how perfect the remains are. Also, this could be you know what, guys? Maybe there's a local incinerator where the people didn't pick up the remains. So maybe they were just stockpiling remains and they dumped them all out there at once. That kind of seems a little more plausible.
A person came across them several weeks ago and notified authorities. Since then, the Bureau of Land Management working to figure out just who's responsible.
Our loved ones are so connected to us, and paying tribute is really the final opportunity we have to memorialize a life.
Kurt Soph is a funeral director in Utah. We interviewed him recently for a different investigation involving a shuttered funeral home. While spreading ashes on federal land is not a crime, failing to dignify the dead is. Nevada law requires funeral
Failing to dignify the dead is. What does that mean exactly?
Nevada law requires funeral operators protect the dignity of all remains.
What we truly strive to do is care for the living while we get the dead to where they need to go.
Dozens, though, ending here, enduring the rain and the sun, in a possible attempt to never be found. I did check with the Clark County coroner, who obviously oversees the county. They say because this is federal land, they have nothing to do with this case. However, the Bureau of Land Management does want to hear from anybody who may know who these belong to. Outside of Searchlight, I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
There is no evidence that the discovery of the 100 or so piled of cremated remains is connected to that recently closed funeral home. Representatives with the BLM declined our interview request, citing the act.
BLM? Wait, what? Wait a minute, hold this last part. My ears perked up on this last part. Hold on. This has nothing to do with a recently closed crematorium? I think it does.
I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
There is no evidence that the discovery of the 100 or so piled of cremated remains is connected to that recently closed funeral home.
What? Recently closed funeral home, and then you just randomly get 100 piles of ash of cremains. And what did they say about BLM?
Representatives with the BLM declined our interview request, citing the active investigation. We have a link to a reported tip inside the article on the story over on our website.
What does BLM have to do with this? Did they own the funeral parlor or what? That was a side hustle, I guess, of theirs. Anyways, that was wacky. That is, like I said, with the zip ties and the urns, my mind automatically goes to someone had a stockpile of these from a crematorium or a funeral home, and they weren't claimed. Like, someone didn't claim them, and I think someone just said, okay, throw them in the back of a truck, take them out to the Nevada desert, and we're going to just dump them all. And someone did leave a comment that I read earlier on that post, and it said the zip ties, they zip tie the bags inside that hold the cremains. So that makes sense. They probably just went in there with a bolt cutter, not bolt cutters, like pliers or whatever, like not pliers. What am I? The pinchers. What am I talking about? I work in a warehouse. I should fucking know this. I forgot the name. But to break the zip ties, and then they just open them up and then just dumped them all out. That's what I think is happening. Snips? Is that what they're called? Snips? The little ones that look like pliers, but they're sharp like scissors. That's what I think happened, guys. So, well, that's still spooky, though. That is still spooky. Okay, y'all ready for y'all? We're gonna be here for another 10 minutes. Y'all want to hear? Actually, I can only do 5 minutes. You guys want to hear one more crazy story? This one's gonna blow your mind, guys. This one is gonna blow your mind. All right. I'm going to say this, ladies, be careful. Ladies, be careful. Or not. I mean, or make some money doing this. Check this out, y'all. Let me know your thoughts.
This guy asked to smell your feet?
Yes, he did.
What did he say?
Well, initially we had met up because I was going to sell him my sneakers.
She knew something didn't smell right when she met this guy, Almansi Sersel, at an Aventura hotel.
When I got there, he just wanted to sniff my feet, and I didn't feel comfortable with that.
I have to stop you there. What do you say when someone says, I want to sniff your feet?
No. No, I mean, you could have my sneakers all you want. I mean, I don't care. I'm not wearing them. And
Get your money, girl. Get your money. That's all I'm going to say. She met up with a guy to buy her sneakers. I mean, I guess you have to bring people with you when it comes to weird shit like this. Yes, you're trying to get your money. I get it. I get it. There's people out there with fetishes that will pay. But show up with a boyfriend, with a brother or something. Yeah, the feet smellers. Something. You can't just go alone. Like, are you crazy?
they're just stinky old sneakers. But people like weird things.
Look at this guy is trying to keep a straight face.
Things.
Then things got downright scary.
Okay, let me crank the volume up on this really quick, guys. Because I can't hear a damn thing. Let's start it over.
This guy asked to smell your feet?
Yes, he did.
What did he say?
Well, initially we had met up because I was going to sell him my sneakers.
She knew something didn't smell right when she met this guy, Almansi Sersel, at an Aventura hotel.
When I got there, he just wanted to sniff my feet, and I didn't feel comfortable with that.
I have to stop you there. What do you say when someone says, I want to sniff your feet?
No. No, I mean, you could have my sneakers all you want. I mean, I don't care. I'm not wearing them. And, they're just stinky old sneakers. But people like weird things.
Okay, so that's the first part of this, guys. If you didn't think that was weird enough, this is gonna hit y'all in the head with the wildest curveball you've probably heard all day.
Then things got downright scary. She says the suspect runs out of the room. She thinks with her sneakers.
I ran after him, and I met him down in the parking garage.
She says he ran her over with his car.
He did a 3-point turn and actually hit me with a car, ran me over.
He ran you over.
He ran me over, and by the grace of God, I'm still standing today.
She shows us the injuries.
I've met a lot of people who have foot fetishes, obviously.
She's met. Okay, so this is not her first rodeo, but check this out, y'all. So I don't know if you caught that. So she goes, she delivers the shoes. Once again, she's alone. I don't know why she did this. She delivers the shoes. Instead of him giving her the money, he ran. Did you guys catch that? He ran with the shoes. Ran with the shoes, man. And then ran her over doing a 3-point turn. He must have backed it. I wonder if he ran her over with the front or he backed into her. I wonder if that happened.
And nobody has ever done anything to this caliber.
She says she's lucky to be alive.
You're charged with aggravated battery, a second-degree felony.
In his arrest report, cops say
And being a weirdo.
after a review of the defendant's background, he's been the subject in other incidents involving the same modus operandi.
Lovely. We love that.
Get the fuck out of here.
And that's where we end it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I will catch you guys on Thursday with some more crazy stories. Don't worry, I got some crazy clips to show y'all. I still got some more crazy clips in my arsenal to show you guys. But thank you guys so much for the donations. I do appreciate it. Consider joining our new membership, guys. It's on the front page. Just click join. I have a lot of perks there. Drop videos early and exclusive videos as well. Also, check out my Patreon if you guys want to watch reactions early and then also extended cuts of those. I'm going to drop more Twilight Zone episodes this week. Look for new content, guys. Coming very, very soon. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys had a great Labor Day weekend once again and the rest of your week. Catch you guys next time. All right. Peace.